What's going on, everybody? This is Jacob Amaral here today. In this video, we're gonna be going over what is the best chart pattern. What is the most profitable chart pattern out there? Is it a bullish flag? Is it a bearish wedge? I'm gonna be testing 10 different chart patterns and be showing you which one is the most profitable. And if you stick to the end of the video, I'm gonna be giving away a free trading system that you can import and use on the NinjaTrader platform and trade for yourself. This trading system has been profitable over the last 2 years, including slippage and commissions, and it's something I would personally trade as well. So stay tuned to the end of the video to get that. So let's talk about chart patterns. So there's many different chart patterns. There's hundreds of chart patterns, okay? And there's a lot of flexibility on how you can code a chart pattern, what are the rules, etc., etc. What I've done is I've pre-selected 10 different chart patterns and I've coded them in the NinjaTrader platform. So I've coded the detection, how to detect them, as well as run back test with those 10 different chart patterns. Then I tested it on a bunch of instruments, about 12 different futures instruments on daily bars. So we're gonna be picking the most instruments, or I guess the most iterations of a profitable chart pattern for each. We'll go over the charts and how it works, and then I'll show you guys that free trading system that you'll get access to. So let's hop on to my screen here. We got, sorry about that. All right, let's make this bigger and move me over there. Okay, so what you're seeing on the screen here is a back test of chart patterns, all right? I took 10 different chart patterns. I ran an optimization on one of the most popular, or at least the 12 of the most popular futures instruments that you can trade, okay? You guys know I trade futures primarily, and I mean, it's the only instrument that I trade, or the only derivative that I trade, if you will, and I do prefer it. I've talked about in other videos. So I've done a long and a short optimization. So what you're seeing here is each of the iterations for each instrument. Okay, so I've done a long side and then a short side. So you can see I've done it on 6E, 6B, so Euro, British Pound, NQ futures, all the most popular ones. All right, and I'm gonna be in the description below. You'll see an Excel sheet with these results as well. But we can see just from a top view perspective here, the most profitable pattern, at least on the long side, was the bullish flag. We can see the majority of the iterations had the bullish flag that made the most money. Okay, so all the way from wheat to oil. Okay, that was the most popular, most profitable chart pattern for the long side. Now, once again, I've done this on daily bars from 2008 till today. That is the a big data point that we can test on, which is great. And I've also forced these tests to exit after one bar. I wanted a uniform, apples to apples comparison on what the most profitable system would be. We could try profit targets and stop losses, but I think exiting after one bar is a good uniform way of testing the validity, if I can say that word correctly, of this trading system. So every one of these trading systems is always exiting the next day. And for the long side, we can see bullish flag. That was the majority of the iterations. The next best one was definitely a bearish flag, followed by a double top, bullish wedge, and ascending triangle. Now for the short side, if I switch to short here, what is the most profitable chart pattern? And we can see it's the double bottom. The double bottom chart pattern had the majority of the iterations, 6 of the iterations, followed by a bearish flag, bullish wedge, and ascending triangle. All right. So once again, if you want to get access to these chart patterns to be able to backtest or create your own trading systems, see the links in the description below. Let's go over the charts and how these actual chart patterns work. I'll flip back to the long optimization, and let's go to oil here and pick up the bullish flag. Let's run that. Okay, and now if I go to chart. All right, so here you can see some of the trades in the back test. So a bullish flag usually is you have a downtrending market, right? And then you have a candle that breaks that trend, okay? So in this trade here, I think that the drawing could be better, that the trend lines, like the bottom trend line, could have followed the bottom here more. But we can see that this candle here, this big green candle, broke that trend line, and thus it went long the bar after. and then once again, it sells a bar later. Okay, that's the most uniform way I wanted to test it. So this exercise is really going to show you which chart pattern does best in the short term. The long term is still another way to test as well. So that's what the bullish flag looks like. We can see a lot more trades here. And why it's called the bullish flag is, you're forming a flag on the downside, but then you're breaking the upside, and you want to get in at a better price, right? You don't always want to buy at the top. You want to have trading systems that buy at a mean reversion, buy the dip and short the tops. And that's what this pattern does. I coded this pattern myself, and once again, you can get this pattern and others in the links down below. So there's some of the tests in the bullish flag. Let's go over one more. Let's go over the bearish flag, which is actually basically the exact opposite, where you're seeing an uptrend on these candles, and then a candle that breaks down is that bearish flag. Okay, now we're still buying on these, so in a way you're still sort of buying the dip, but after an uptrend. And this was the second most profitable chart pattern for most of the futures. So that's interesting that we see that. Okay. Now for the short side, we changed it up quite a bit. We see the double bottom is actually the most profitable option. Euro, ES, FDAX, gold, NQ, wheat all did very, very well with that double bottom. So let's check out that chart pattern. Let's pull up the chart in NinjaTrader here. And the double bottom, very simple. Obviously, when a second bottom is made around the same range, you could classify that as a double bottom. And then we're just going to essentially enter that trade after that has occurred. Now, is this pattern detection perfect? No. Could there be changes made? Absolutely. Could we make it more accurate, less accurate? Of course. The problem with chart patterns is there's a lot of customization and modification you can do to determine what a pattern is. If you look at a chart pattern on a different piece of software, say TradingView versus NinjaTrader versus TradeStation, you're going to see a lot of mixed results. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of different results you're going to be seeing with different platforms. At the end of the day, you want to perform best practices when testing these trading systems. And if you're trading on NinjaTrader, then test it on Ninja, code it once, and back test it. Make sure you include slippage and commissions on these tests. Make sure that it's making quite a bit of trades to be significant. This trading system, this backtest right here, it's only made 10 trades since 2008. So personally, I wouldn't trade the system, because if it's only making 10 trades since 2008, that's not really significant, right? That's less than one trade a year. It's like one trade every 2 to 3 years. So that is definitely one of the downsides with these patterns. They can be a bit more random. And personally, with my trading systems, I have 2 pattern systems running in my live portfolio of 12 right now, and so far it's been a mixed bag. They've only been running for a month, so I don't have a ton of data, but I will be keeping track of my pattern systems, and then maybe in 6 months to a year I'll release a video on how they've done. So that's the double bottom. And the next best one, bearish flag, you guys already saw that. And bullish wedge, let's look at bullish wedge. Bullish wedge is a little bit different from the flag. It definitely has more of a steep decline on that wedge. But this was the second best option as well on the short side. Okay, so once again, I'll be linking these results in the description below in an Excel sheet. But for short trading systems, double bottoms seem to do the best. They make the most money. And for the long side, it is, I just want to double check. It is bullish flag. Yes, bullish flag was the next best one. This is in max net profit on daily bars since 2008 to today. Okay, so that's the results for this video. As a bonus, I am giving away a free trading system as well that's going to be trading chart patterns. It's a long and short NQ pattern scalper. You can get that by signing up to my newsletter in the links below. My newsletter shows you kind of tips and tricks on building trading systems and trading bots. And as soon as you sign up, I will give you that pattern scalper. If you've already signed up to my newsletter, just either send me an email or a comment and I'll send it to you directly. This is only for obviously new subscribers. So if you've already sent it, maybe what I'll do is I'll just send out an email blast with that. But this pattern scalper I'm going to be running in Sim in a demo account for 30 days. And once it makes money, I will be trading it live for your time. So hope you found value in these types of videos. Let me know if you want to do more of these, analysis, data type driven videos where I'm testing multiple different trading systems and finding the most profitable one, or maybe another metric that you'd like to see, like Sortino ratio or max return to drawdown. My goal with this video was to give you more of an analytical, a data approach, a mathematical approach on what it's like to find good trading systems and use that to your advantage to find an edge in the market. So that's today's video. We'll see you next week and have a good day. Bye guys.